Assalamualaikum. My name is Shahrul Daniel bin Zahid and my student number is 2019840524. For the introduction, an industrial building is a huge structure that produces things in vast quantities and is also sometimes referred to as a factory. Business and industrial are closely connected terms. The development of industrial buildings involves two very crucial procedures. The first stage in creating an industrial facility is planning. The target industry for the building is determined along with other crucial factors like budget and cost. During the planning process, the building's design is the subsequent step. The structure needs to be properly designed because it will be the focal point of the industrial structure. Attention should be paid in particular to the building's scale and height. All of the large machineries and trucks that will routinely move in will have space thanks to the structure's adequacy in terms of size and height. It is a design that is friendly to all industries and it's not industry specific, much like the proposed drawing for the design of light industrial buildings. Any industry can use it because of its designs, particularly the manufacturing design. Any heavy machine that might be required for any activity in the factory is suited for the factory height. The production area is large enough for the trucks, so there won't be any issues when they arrive to transfer the stock. The Industrialized Building System (IBS) technology was used in the design of the light industrial building, specifically for the connection. Thank you.
Hello and good morning to all my lecturers. My name is Untitled Chapter and I'm going to explain on the design elaboration for the main building. The following IBS system for the main building is included in the design on the light industrial building that has been proposed, which are precast panel system for exterior, interior wall and floor. The second one is precast concrete box system for toilet and stairs, and the last one is steel framing system for roof trusses. This design would have a land area of 53666 mm times 53666 mm, while the built-up area is equal to 2807 mm times 2807 mm. The area for the main building is 23407 mm times 13,000 mm, and the area for the factory is 28107 mm times 15107 mm. The factory lies just behind the main building, therefore the only way to access the factory is to go via the main building, which has an entrance that leads directly into the factory. Beginning at the front entrance, you will first come to a hallway and then an area designated for sales. This area is mostly taken up by products for sale. A flight of steps located in this region provides access to the main building, second floor. On the second floor, close to where the stairs go up, there is a space designated for retail sales as well as a restroom. IBS was used throughout the construction of the primary structure. As a direct consequence of this particular structure makes use of precast panel system for the exterior, interior walls and floor. The steps involved in the installation procedure include the precast column and beam, precast load-bearing wall, and precast toilet module. The installation is complete after the crane has been chosen, the setting out has been done, the element has been lifted, and a check for verticality has been made. The precast concrete box technology is used for the first and second floor toilets and stairwells, precast concrete staircases, and elevated structural members that link lower and higher floors. The projecting steel from the precast concrete staircase components may be employed as the cast in situ link between the landing and the staircase. The last component is the steel frame systems. The light gauge steel structure is used in the steel framing systems that are utilized for the roof trusses. This method of constructing buildings out of steel is rather typical for residential and other sorts of modest buildings, consistent with the amount of weight that has to be carried. The types of roof trusses that have been used for the main building are relative to the arrangement of the web pressing system, which is Pratt.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurhana Amira binti Muhammad Fitrila. I am going to present the design elaboration part of the factory. The factory was built with 28,107 mm length and 15,107 mm width behind the main building. There is only one exit and entrance to the factory area where we need to pass from the main door of the main building. In this case, it will be easier for the employees to focus on their work at factory area because of the main office was separated from the factory area, and also the non-related things for the activity of the factory. The factory was designed with an open floor method where people can see through the whole interior of from the entrance of the factory. After entering the entrance of the factory, from the left side, we can see the toilet, which it is provided for the workers or anyone in the factory area. The facing area of the entrance, we can see the storage area where the employees storing the pre-processed product after processing it. The other areas of the factory is suitable for employees to do the process of the product. Based on the classification of IBS system, this factory was using the steel framing system. This system is a bit popular to use for building skyscrapers. This system included the increased use of light steel trusses. The advantages of this system is it using the steel, which we know steel is the best fire protection material, which it can reduce the structural damage by the fire. For interior of the factory floor was using the precast concrete slab component. The flexibility and integrity of the system are still maintained even with the precast concrete slab used in the half slab to minimize the traditional timber formwork. Precast concrete slab components are joined together and connected to form a large size of slab. There are four types of precast concrete slab. It is solid flat slab, hollow core slabs, double T slabs, and single T slab. In this design proposal, we are choosing the solid flat slab for the floor. Precast concrete wall panels are chosen for the interior wall of the factory. Precast concrete wall panels is the large plan of vertical component, either load-bearing structural member to carry axial load and eccentric loads and non-load-bearing to increase the vertical span while reducing the weight. These panels are ribbed. To reduce the weight of non-load-bearing wall panel, it can be made from less than material and hollow structure because it is not subjected to any load from other members.
As for the impact of IBS technology application on the project, we have 5 impacts. The first one is low labor dependency. Construction is a labor-intensive sector, especially when using traditional building techniques or also known as conventional construction methods. The IBS application, however, can cut down amount of manpower at construction site. Although the precast construction process, IBS, needs less labor overall, but skilled labor is still needed on site for tasks like installing the IBS components. This explains why there are so few laborers needed when a project is applying the IBS technology, because they are just needed to install the IBS components. The second one is better in terms of quality. As a result of its efficient management and regulation, the IBS approach is to deliver affordable designs with a guarantee of good quality. Additionally, the IBS building designs still have some flexibility that allows for the creation of a variety of aspects, high quality materials, and appealing finishes. Hence, it is simple to make modifications if the design has to be changed. Because the components are produced under a carefully regulated procedures to achieve high quality components, using the IBS will undoubtedly produce results of excellent quality towards the project. The third one is cleaner construction site. IBS has the ability to maintain good site conditions, which resulting to a cleaner and better organized site. With the exception of the necessary site equipment, the IBS sites normally generate very little construction waste. Contrast this with the environmental circumstances at construction sites where the traditional approach is used. These project sites have disorganized conditions which will not only endanger the workers' safety but also restrict the ability to move about the construction site. Next one is increased site safety. Harsh climatic or weather conditions have little effect on the majority of industrialized building system components. It is because the construction site's environment is the system's primary focus. And the last one is minimal waste. For any given project, only what is required will be manufactured using the IBS method. This will cut the cost by lowering the amount of waste generated at the construction site. Moreover, by producing less waste, developers will spend less on waste disposal, which indirectly will save more costs.
The use of heavy equipment and machineries is very much required in construction projects, as it provides more easy method and faster in time and makes the completion progress of the project possible. And we have the list of the equipment and machineries used in this project, such as excavator, bulldozer, compactor, and hydraulic crane, and dump truck. I will explain briefly of each equipment and machineries functions. We first start from the excavator. The excavator main purpose was mainly for excavating and digging works in construction or any other groundwork and earthworks. The excavator also can lift any heavy objects such as a tree or any concrete debris, sort of like that. And next we have the next one, the bulldozer. It is used for soil excavation too, and it can remove the topsoil layer according to the restricted depth. Besides that, it can also remove any small aggregates such as small rocks and sand and pile of soil that is not required in the construction site. And then we have the compactor, mainly for compacting the surface of any materials, and it is usually used in road construction. Next one, the hydraulic crane. It is for lifting any heavy object that is required for any upper and higher floor in construction, in case the worker needed any heavy objects that needs to be bring to the upper floor. And then we have the last one, the dump truck. It is for lifting any huge number of materials or any debris for moving from one place to the construction site.
Last but not least, the conclusion. The design of the industry building is the most crucial component. It is because it will have an impact on a lot of other things, including how the building operates. The design of the industrial building must meet the prerequisites for such a structure. In addition, the industrialized building system is a technological advancement that speeds up and simplifies the construction process. Additionally, it aids in reducing the workload on the job site because all building components will be not manufactured on the site, but it will be installed at the site. The industrialized building system can help speed up the construction process, since the production of the component is carried out outside of the site. of the site, IBS or Industrialized Building System is a technology that has significantly altered the way buildings are constructed, particularly in Malaysia. That's all for the conclusion. Thank you.